Start quietly quitting, say no to promotions, walk slow, never work hard, but always work smart. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are talking about quiet quitting and how you can use this method in order to begin the process of escaping your job to try and build your own business so that you can have more purpose and fulfillment in life, and that you actually design your life and take full control rather than giving away the control to an employer and having your life totally assigned for you. So again, I have to say, this video and quiet quitting and walking slow, do not go for promotions. Work smart, not hard. This video is only for people who want more from life and want to be an entrepreneur or a business owner. If you're happy to climb the corporate ladder, this video isn't for you. Okay, so what is quiet quitting if you don't already know? Well, essentially, it is mentally checking out of your job, still doing the tasks necessary within your job, but you are going under the radar and no one knows that you've mentally checked out because you're still fulfilling the role, but you are planning to eventually escape, or you're planning to shift or go to another job. But no one really knows about it. That's what it should be. It's that self-mastery of ticking all the boxes within your day-to-day job and fulfilling the role, but yet you have mentally checked out, knowing that there is bigger and better on the horizon and you shouldn't be telling any of your co-workers. That's essentially what it is. It's essentially what I did when I was planning for years to get out of my job and I was building a business on the side. Now, everyone has, let me remind you, two options as an adult. You can design your life or you will be assigned one. You can make your own plan or you will be given a plan. You can position yourself in a market, or society will position you within a market that they give you. Okay, so those are the two choices we all have. I decided I was going to go through the process of quietly quitting in order to eventually escape my job, and I was willing to do everything in between in order to fulfill that and be successful to the day where I was able to hand in my resignation and say goodbye, ta-ta, I'm off, and I fired my boss. And I'd love it if you would be able to do that too, if you want to run a business or a lifestyle type of business. But how do you escape whilst applying quiet quitting? Well, number one, as I said, you do not tell anyone. If you are going to start quiet quitting in your workplace, no one can know. You can't be screaming from the rooftops that, hey, I'm checking out, I'm looking for other jobs, because other people will jeopardize your chances of staying very low key, under the radar, to eventually escape the day that you do, or the day that you've built something to replace your income. So stay hush. Number two, self-mastery. You have to be able to build a business outside of work, go through all the excitement, the dopamine hit, the new network that you might be building, all of this kind of excitement around the thought of actually getting out. You have to keep it on the quiet. You have to apply that self-mastery and not let anyone know that there are any changes going on, and just still show up, do your thing, be polite and go home. Really apply self-mastery. I had it down to a T. No one knew a thing that I was building this business and I had a social media platforms going on and all this kind of marketing that I was doing. No one knew because I had good self-mastery. Well, no one knew until definitely like the last 2 weeks of me leaving my job. Now, number three, block people on social media. In the workplace, you should not have people on social media requesting to be your friends and knowing what you get up to outside of work. There needs to be boundaries. I mean, regardless of whether you're quiet quitting or you're trying to escape your job or whatever's going on in the workplace with you or whatever, no one should be adding you on social media, in my personal opinion. I just don't think it's a good thing to do. I think there should be boundaries. I don't think those boundaries should be crossed. But more so, if you are trying to escape your job and you're trying to build a business, you need your social media for promotional work and marketing work. So therefore, they cannot see, especially nowadays, they cannot see you promoting a business that you're building. Because a lot of companies now ask you to declare, which is nuts by the way, if you're building a business. I mean, how mental is that? In your own time, at the weekends and on your days off, they don't like you building a business. It's nuts, but that's the truth. Now, number four, do not go for promotions. The reason being is, some people say, well, it's a good way to get paid more money. Yes, in theory, but really, and the reality of it is, the puppet strings become shorter, the job role becomes more pressured because you'll have people snapping at your heels for that job role because there are now limited job roles of the ones that you've gone for, and you are deeper within the system and they require you to show more loyalty. Now, if you are trying to someone who's trying to pivot and actually get out the 9 to 5. You can't be showing loyalty to a company that considers you as a number. Regardless of how long you've been there, regardless of the years that you've put in, graft, blood, sweat and tears and the promotions that you've had, you are still an expense on a filing sheet. That's the truth. Until you build your own baby, your own business. So that's number four. Do not accept promotions. Learn to live frugally, live on less, invest the rest and build a business. Number five, always work smart, never hard. I was never the yes man. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll take that project on. Yeah, no worries, I'll do that. You get used and abused. As soon as you find out the workhorse who is willing to carry the heaviest load will always get the heaviest load. It's not seen upon, oh, they're the best worker and they'll be the ones for the promotion. No, they want to keep them as the yes man and yes women because they're willing to do all odds and sods, all the bodge jobs. You know, oh, toilets are blocked. Yeah, I'll do it, no worries. And then they're gaslighted and they think they're going to get a promotion, and really they're just kept there to be the yes man, because let's face it, we all need a handyman or a handy woman that just does everything, right? Don't be that person. Work smart, never hard. Number 6, do not accept overtime unless you are in such a dire financial situation, and you're in huge amounts of debt. Do not accept it, because your time per hour is always going to be worth more than 12, 13, 14 pound an hour. It is. You might not be getting paid for the brand new business that you're building on your weekends and on your days off and in your breaks, but eventually the market will value your time so much more, and you need to think and start as you mean to go on. So you might be on 12 to 15 pound an hour and you're being offered 17.5 or 18 pound. Your time is worth more. Your time is worth more than 18, 19, 20 pound an hour. So value it. Time you never get back. Treat it as a commodity that is incredibly precious, like gold. Once it's gone, it's rare, you never get it back. Okay, so do not do overtime if you are trying to escape your 9 to 5. Number 7, if you're trying to escape your 9 to 5 and get out of the workplace, work on yourself. Learn new skill sets, develop, improve your social circles, advance yourself, learn how to market, learn how to do sales. Keep very hush-hush in the workplace and keep working on yourself. Self-educate, listen to Audible books on the way to work. On your breaks, don't go to the fag shelter, listen to a podcast. Book a ticket to go to a seminar or an exhibition where you're going to learn about, digital branding and e-commerce or whatever it might be. Keep working on yourself. Always evolve. Again, formal education, going into the system will earn you a living. You'll get a job. But if you self-educate, you can earn a fortune and you can build a business, and it's never ever been more accessible and easier to get into business with the abundance of free resources that we have at our fingertips. The fact that you can build a multi-million pound business from a freaking phone is bonkers. So work on yourself whilst working a full-time job, whilst looking after the family. Put in the time. There is always time. Number 8, look after your finances. Again, if you're trying to escape the 9 to 5, you need to be financially empowered so that your chest is proud, you have money in the bank, so you don't get bent over a barrel in the workplace. Start building up the rainy day funds, the maintenance funds, the floating funds, the cash reserves. Start getting your priorities in order when it comes to your finances, because there is truth in, if you cannot look after your one income from your job, you will never escape that job, and you will never run a business through profit and loss and all kinds of expenses. Look after your money. Make some sacrifices. Have some discipline. Even to do the quiet quitting in your workplace where you've mentally checked out and now you're deciding that you're going to work on yourself and build a business and you're going to keep it hush-hush, that requires discipline and sacrifices. Do things that the average person is not willing to do. Work the weekends. Write off for the first 2-3 years that bank holidays exist. They don't when building a business and trying to escape a job and living a life with a young family and bills to pay. There aren't things such as the weekends. Those luxuries are not yet to be given to you. You have to earn those luxuries. The average person takes those luxuries, but the average person is suffering with mental depression, anxiety, and in a job that they can't stand and getting micromanaged. Do you want to be that person? So look, if this resonated with you and you're thinking about quiet quitting or you're going through it right now, let me know in the comments. How are you doing it? What are you thinking of doing? What business do you want to build? Because I ask you again, do you want to design a life that you just wake up Monday to Monday loving what you do? Or do you want to be assigned one? And one day you lay on your deathbed at 68 years old and you look back, or 70, 75, 80 years old, and you look back and think, God, I could have done more. I could have done more, and I didn't. Food for thought. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do hit that thumbs button. Do subscribe if you haven't already. And again, let me know, are you quiet quitting or are you not? I certainly did, and now I'm filming a YouTube on a Friday afternoon talking to you guys and girls. Until next time, I appreciate you all being here. I'll see you all soon.